Just getting rid of a bunch of my weaker weapons. I don't need to upgrade anything because my gear is pretty much set for much higher difficulties.
Soundwave has fallen. It hardly matters now. Decepticons, keep them busy. We've almost won.
We are almost there. Time to crash the party.
Fuck, our first double S of the playthrough. Of course, it's at like the second to last level.
Push forward.
Seekers, do your job.
I do like this level having all the Autobots on the field at once.
Decepticon is going to stand in our way.
Murdermaster, go!
The fact that they actually used Motormaster. Because Motormaster is a Decepticon who I think is often forgotten about in nowadays. Because whenever we think about Gen 1 combiners, it's always Devastator. I mean, great. I think that also has to do with Devastator's great appearance in the Transformers the movie.
Is this all you've got, Megatron?
You Autobots lack the courage to do what you must.
I'm coming for you, Megatron. Autobots, keep the pressure on them.
Keep driving in circles. Because there's no point in going into melee with bombshells on the board. Especially the red ones that explode.
Let no one stand in our way.
I will still say, I think the best Transformers games are still probably Rise and Fall of Cybertron. This is the best Gen 1 game. Because the Rise and Fall games are trying to be their own thing. So they're their own beasts.
Earth will not die by your hand, Megatron.
Starscream failed. Guess that makes me the new leader of the Decepticons. Anybody else want this job? No.
He's just like not even the leader of the Seekers. No. He's the leader of the Decepticons.
This is it.
What kept you? Welcome, Autobots. I am so glad you came to witness my ultimate victory.
Give us the Ferrotaxis, Megatron.
I'll give it to you once I'm done remaking Earth. It's gonna be beautiful, Prime. I'd love to stay and watch, but Cybertron's rebirth beckons me. And I want a front row seat for it. Constructicons! Annihilate them!
With pleasure, Megatron. You are welcome to try.
Running out of energy. I know there isn't very much to... I mean, Grant, there isn't really much to say. It's really... It's really just a simple beat-em-up. Here come the drills. And tag team. And there we go.
Megatron headed for the surface, and he took the Ferrotaxes with him.
Then that is where we go. Autobots, roll out.
Yeah. I love the transition. I love it. It really does make it feel like an episode of Transformers.
Our home will live again.
We will find a way to save Cybertron, but I cannot allow you to destroy Earth.
We should have been allies, you know. Imagine what we could have accomplished. But you never had the manifolds to do what needed to be done.
I have the manifolds to stand up for those who cannot stand for themselves. Give me the Ferrotaxis. We will use it to bring our culture and our history back to Cybertron, where it belongs. You have made a great discovery. Let us use it wisely.
I thought you were made of sterner stuff, Optimus. If you want it, you'll have to take me down to get it.
Still need one iconic line.
It's over, Megatron.
If I can't have the Ferrotaxis, no one can!
She's a goddamn sore loser.
No!
Optimus!
It doesn't matter what equipment you had, it will all go to Prime for this final battle.
Why must you always interfere?
You would place Cybertron at the center of the universe. Not this time.
Cybertron is the center of my universe. How is it not the heart of yours?
Cybertron is about all life. Destruction. To keep Cybertron on life support, there must be another way. It's over, Megatron!
One shall stand and one shall fall.
It will not let me shut down the Insecticons! Megatron, what have you done?
One last fail-safe. In order to shut down the Ferrotaxis, you must destroy it. You hold the fate of Cybertron in your hands, Prime.
You are correct, Megatron. And I have the courage to make the right decision.
No!
That's what sets Prime apart.
What have you done?
The humans will decide their own fate. We have lived on Earth for decades, but I see now that we have not truly accepted Earth as our home, holding out some distant hope that we would return to a newly reforged Cybertron. And maybe one day that will happen. But we cannot continue to live in between worlds. From this day forward, we are no longer Cybertronians who are stranded on another world. Now, we are a part of Earth. And we must treat Earth as though we were forged here. And we must protect our home, no matter the cost.
How are you recovering, Optimus?
I will live, thank you. Fortunately, it appears that Earth will as well. Have you found a way to strengthen our forces?
As I said, it's not without risks.
I was thinking about what I was told. The prophecy on the Proud Star. That there is a way to end the war.
Yeah, if you play as Prime on the Proud Star, you get a prophecy.
Protect and serve, Optimus. That's our job.
Defensor and Superior. I believe Superior was the one who was built by Grimlock.
To finally rid Earth of the Decepticons. This might just be the price I have to pay.
Combiner Optimus Prime. And we would never get to see it. At least not in this version. I don't know if that was the one they used in Combiner Wars, but still. It is a... Devastation was a fun game. It's short. Like, I beat this in 3 hours. Keep in mind, I also had the advantage of having really good weapons that were more for the higher difficulties. The models look really good. And I'm really curious as to what they were going to do with the sequel, but we never got it. And I don't know if we ever... I don't think we ever will. It's a nice, quick, little, like, hack and slash beat 'em up. There's a lot of that, platinum DNA in it. The soundtrack being a combination of rock and synth does also really help. Some beats sound like they're actually lifted right from Transformers the movie. I do wonder, though, if there was, like, ever a planned Decepticon game mode for this game. And the main reason this game went... Oh, so, okay, a little bit behind the scenes. The reason why this game is no longer available is because the Transformers games as a whole, from the Transformers movie games, the Rise and Fall of Cybertron, Darkspark, and Transformers Devastation were all published by Activision. The deal years ago fell apart between the two, and the entire Transformers library got removed from all digital marketplaces. It wasn't just the Transformers games that suffered from this. A couple of older Marvel games also suffered. Like, for example, the original Ultimate Alliance. I would actually really like to see these games come back, just because some of them are really good. Devastation's a nice, short, little thing that, honestly, I'd recommend. I recommend if you're a huge Transformers fan, just because it has some... It's great to hear some of these characters again. There's some great moments. The gameplay is snappy, and if you're a combo junkie, you're going to have a lot of fun. the combos aren't as extensive as, say, Bayonetta or Devil May Cry. But the fact that you have a lot of different choices in weapons gives this game a lot more versatility. I think, than those games. Since a lot of the times in Devil May Cry and Bayonetta, you don't get me wrong, you can still use a bunch of different weapons, but you still have the main weapons you go back to, like Dante's sword and Bayonetta's guns. This game, every weapon is viable, but some are definitely better than others. Like, the swords are just general all-rounder weapons. Also, this level is really fun if you play as Grimlock, because he's just running like, shooting fire into the air. It's hell, but God, it's fun. It was also nice to see them use more than just the norm. Like, we got some of the expected cons of this. Like, we had Soundwave, we had Megatron, we had Starscream. It's always nice to see Shockwave, as he is the ultimate evil of Transformers. And I'm not making that shit up. Like, for those who have never read some of the Transformers comics, there is a run where Shockwave gets sent back in time and through a series of events sets up the creation of Unicron. It's a nice, quick game. It doesn't ever say it's welcome, like some games do. It just stays long enough to have fun. And here's the sequel bait we never get to see. Nova Prime. But with that, Transformers Devastation comes to a close. Like I said, Devastation was always planned just to be a nice, like, quick stream, like, you know, in and out, one-day stream. And I like this game. I like this game a lot. This is a nice little, like, not palate cleanser, a nice little break before we get back to Kingdom Hearts. So next time, which will be starting Kingdom Hearts 3D soon. Sly Cooper is going to be ending soon. I have 2 games planned for after Sly. I haven't decided which one I'm going with yet. It's either going to be Hyrule Warriors or Strangers of Paradise. If I do Strangers of Paradise, I want to get friends together, and it's going to be... the only issue with doing Strangers of Paradise is the fact that we'd have to do Bahamut. Well, for all the story stuff, we do Bahamut mode, and Bahamut mode doesn't have a story as per se. Yeah, for those who don't know how that game works, is after you go into the Bahamut mode, you... well, first you go to Chaos mode, you then defeat the Warrior of Light, you then go into Bahamut mode, and then you collect Rat Tails, fight Bahamut, and then once you're done that, you go into Gilgamesh mode. And then you have to get through... I mean, Gilgamesh mode actually has a story and a completely different gameplay style than Bahamut mode, so I have no problem there. But I don't know if we're going to do that. It's up in the air. Like I said, I want to see if I can get friends together for that. At the very least, though, Hyrule Warriors is probably going to be the next project. But until then, I will see you all later.